Hello, my name is Toka McBaror, and today we're dealing with the number one question that most upcoming filmmakers ask, most aspiring filmmakers. Must I be in a film school before I can be a filmmaker? Must I go to a film school before I can be a filmmaker? And film schools are very expensive. Whether you like it or not, there's so much money involved. But today, I'm going to take you through a series of 10 episodes on how you can become a filmmaker, not necessarily with film school. And if you've been to film school, you're very lucky because there are lots of advantages that are tied to being in a film school, because mainly there is a lot of networking to be done. It gives you the opportunity to be in a film community. You meet people and you'll be able to work on several sets because you have friends here and there that are participating or doing one or two things on their own. So I'm going to take you through this process because I, for one, I have never been to a film school, but I struggled through life to learn and know what I know now. But filmmaking is a continuous learning process. I've done 8 failed movies before, 8 movies that never saw the light of day. So I have vast experience on failure. So I'm going to show you how not to make a film, those steps to take, how to go about it, and how to learn filmmaking on your own. It is possible to be anything you want to be, whether you have the finance or you have the right, so-called right equipment or not. So if you're a young person out there or you're an aspiring filmmaker and you're waiting for that miracle to go and pay that big school fees to say, okay, I'm now in XYZ film school, film academy and all that. If you don't have the opportunity, like I didn't have the opportunity, I think you should go through this series. By the end of the 10th episode, if you follow, you'll be proud to call yourself a filmmaker. The very first thing you need to be a filmmaker is the will. If you are willing to put your hands, if you're interested enough, because some people are passionate but they don't know how to start it. Some people, they know how to start it but they're not passionate enough. You need a blend of both. So if you're out there and you want to become a filmmaker, the first thing you must do is the practical process on how to go about it. What do I mean? Some people will tell you, you need to get a professional camera. Before I make my first film, I need to get a good camera, a camera that I'm waiting for my uncle, I'm waiting for my auntie, I'm waiting for my father's insurance or something. Before you move, that will never happen. If you have a mobile phone in your hand, everybody has a mobile phone. If you're able to watch this video, that means you have internet. So if you have a mobile phone in your hand, that is the first tool you need to be able to start. So most people want to tell stories. They want to talk about film. They want to be filmmakers, but they are waiting for that big break. They are looking for stories that is not directly in their environment. The first thing you must do is to just shoot something. Start making movies, start making films, start making videos right from where you are. I, for one of the first early days of filmmaking for me, I wanted to make a film. So the actors won't trust me. Nobody will trust me as a filmmaker. Nobody will follow me to where I want to go, and we didn't have the funding. So as a matter of fact, I got a friend of mine, I told him, let's write a script. He said he has never written a script before. I said, we'll have to find a way. So what we did was we tried to do what they call, what now I know it's called scene breakdown. What is the movie you want to make? Okay, I want to make a movie. The character is this. We try to create those characters first. The moment you're able to identify the characters, you now say, okay, this person's name is Mr. A. This person's name is Mr. B. We did not know the professional title to call those things at that time. But what we didn't know we were doing what they call character analysis. So we're identifying characters and breaking them down. So first things first. In film school today, they will tell you these are the processes to take. But I want to tell you the practical way. Put your head in it. You don't need to overthink it. You don't need to overdo it. You just need to get it done. So the moment we were able to identify the characters, we now say, okay, what will scene one look like? If it's today, the approach will be different. But at the time, we didn't know. The internet, there wasn't so much internet in Africa at that time, so there's no YouTube to go and look through, or there was YouTube, but we didn't have all those access at the time. So we just needed to get things done. So we did our scene breakdown. We said, okay, scene one will look like this. Scene two will look like this. Scene three, that character in scene one will meet the character in scene three. We now build the whole body of the story. Now we've not put in screenplay, dialogues and all that. No. We're just able to spread out all these things. We made so many mistakes, but we moved. That is the most important one. We moved. When we're able to break down the story, we now say, okay, let's begin to put dialogue in it. That guy will sit down and just write. Then there was one mistake that we were making. One person will speak for 4 lines. Then the next person will pick up and speak. We didn't care. Or rather, we didn't know that dialogue should be short, swift, and direct. We didn't know that. So for us, we were just making a film. And we thought it was beautiful at that time. When we finished the script, we now said, okay, we need to look for actors. We called for an audition. I couldn't tell the people that I am the director because they wouldn't trust me. When did you become a director? We know you to be an editor, but not a director. So, as a matter of fact, we lied. We told them, okay, the director is coming, but he told us to run the casting for him. All right, so we couldn't tell the actors that I am the director. So unfortunately, we had to lie that, oh, the director is coming. We used the name of the famous director, Obi Okoli. So everybody came on set, we had auditions and everything, and the very first day we were supposed to start filming, the director had not arrived. So I just came and told them that the director just called and he said we should be going to location. So we moved everybody to a particular location and they were waiting for the director to show up. So I said that I think we should just be rehearsing before he gets here. Let's just start rehearsing and doing something. They say, okay, that's true. So I set up the camera and I decided to film. But then I didn't have an idea what the 180-degree rule is. I don't know what crossing is. I didn't know anything. All I knew was how to make the picture very clear, how to take a close-up, how to take a medium shot and a wide shot. That was all we knew at the time. So I decided to shoot the first scene and I claimed that we were rehearsing. I could tell you this, the whole cast and crew and the villagers, everybody came and stood behind the monitor because we had this TV, 14 inches TV we were using for monitor at that time. So everybody came and stood behind it to see, okay, what is he shooting now? So by the time we made an end of that one scene, it took so much time because we were shooting angles we didn't need. We were not aware that we didn't need those angles. So one of the cast walked up to me, one of the senior members of the cast. He said, Toka, don't you think we don't need a director to come from anywhere because you're doing good. We think you can do this. Why do you want to waste your money bringing a director? I said, I said, okay, it's a good idea, but okay, let's just continue filming before the director comes. Everybody thought it was a brilliant idea. Okay, let's go. That was how I made the very first picture that never saw the light of day. It's called Tales of Bante at the time. It didn't see the light of day, but that was the beginning of the journey for me, because we spent like 3 months trying to make this film, trying to shoot everything, plus what we need. Story wasn't very connected, but we just needed to move. So if you're out there and you are waiting for a miracle, you're waiting for somebody to come from heaven to give you the money that you need to be able to start, you will never start. So in the next episode, I'm going to show you practical ways from scratch to finish on how you can be a filmmaker. We're going to discuss how first to put a script together, the right story to put together, how to put it together, what camera to use to film, what is available, and what is available for you in the market. And the last thing you must think about if you're starting is the market. A filmmaker must continue filming to get better. If you don't train, you won't grow. There are so many people that claim to be filmmakers and they're not making films. So who a filmmaker is that person that makes film. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button and click that bell for notifications. So when we post the next video, you'll be notified right where you are. Thank you very much. My name is Toka McBaror. I'm out.